Hello viewer, welcome back to BYE channel. I still remain your host Ogon. Remember, BYE channel is a channel that is designed to teach the young one the essence of becoming young entrepreneur. And today I have another beautiful guest here, a female entrepreneur, no other person than Theresa Ogon. So Theresa Ogon, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So can you tell our viewers more about yourself?
I'm Theresa Ogon. I'm a student from the University of Calabar. I'm studying law, and I'm an entrepreneur. I own a business named AAKONU'S ACCESSORIES, where we make all kinds of beaded accessories, from handbags to neck pieces. Anything you name it, we can do it.
Okay, it's a pleasure having you once again in the show.
Thank you very much.
So Theresa Ogon, what really inspired you? Because before I even ask you this question, you guys are two in number. Two, not even two. I came to realize that if I even three. So what really inspired you girls in bead making?
Okay, firstly, it wasn't just bead making. It was more we wanted to start a business. We wanted to do something that we don't have to always rely on our parents for money. And then it was really difficult finding something because everyone is selling clothes, everyone is selling bags, everyone is selling shoes. So then we thought of when we're in secondary school and we're learning crafts for bead making, sewing, and we're like, let's see if we can do this. And we started making accessories for ourselves, wearing it to school, little bags and stuff like that. And then people were like, wow, what you're wearing is nice, all this kind of thing. I was like, wow, we're actually good at this stuff, like we can turn it into a business. And that was how I started. We got our first clients just like that, and we're like, we're going to make this a business.
Wow. But I came to realize the name AAKONU Accessories. I hope I'm not wrong with the pronunciation of the name. They sometimes partners in business don't last longer. And I'm seeing the three of you are still moving faster. And you stay from secondary school to the university, and you guys are still going very fast. And the business is growing very fast.
Yes.
So how do you girls cope with one name, not fighting each other? Who brought out the name actually?
Okay, firstly, the name AAKONU is a combination of our names.
Okay.
Yes, combination of our native names. I'm Ape. The second person is Owokonu, and third person is Ademla. So we merged AAKONU. And that is how we named AAKONU'S ACCESSORIES.
Wow. So how do you cope the academic and the entrepreneurship?
It's very stressful. Firstly, we are law students, so like our schedule is always packed. It's always really difficult. But then we find a way to balance it all. We set a timetable where we know this is the time we have classes. This is the time we make our product. This is when we take pictures of it. This is when we read. So it was difficult at first, but like now we're used to the whole schedule, so it's way easier. Yes.
So this is lovely. So before we get to another section, there is most of you guys these beaded bags. We see a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I came across on social media, with a single person making this bead bag. But it's three persons that are doing your own bead bag. Are you girls lazy or what? I don't really get.
Okay, I won't say we are lazy, but I feel like the reason our business is the way it is because we are together. We don't just do beaded bags. Our business is divided into two. We do accessories generally. The first line is the accessory line, where we make bead bags, handbags, waist bags, earrings, neck pieces, anything that is beaded. And then the second part of the business is sewn, like outfits, ready to wear outfits that they don't need to measure you to wear them. You get chic outfits that will go with these beaded bags you get. So it's divided. We have scrunchies, we have headbands, we have scrunchy bags that are also made by the third partner. That is what she does. And then Vanessa and I will make beaded accessories. And I feel it's easier for us because we are two, because it takes like some bags can take you 3 days to make one bag, depending on how complex the design is. So it's way easier when we are two people, and then we are friends, so it makes everything fun. It's less stressful.
Wow. Which means your own making is unique more than the other.
Really unique.
Okay, I would love you to preach the essence of entrepreneurship in beat making to your audience.
Okay. So The main reason we started this business is because we wanted to make a meaning in our own little way, and I feel like entrepreneurship is the best way to do this kind of thing. Because if I'm making beaded accessories or I'm making bags and I'm just wearing it and people are not asking for it, there's no demand, I'm just making it for self-use, then I'm not really getting validation. It's just for me, do you get? I don't know how nice my products are. I don't get complaints and I don't get good reviews, you get? I'm just wearing it. But then when I start making my products and people demand for it and I make it to their preference and they tell me, oh, what you're doing is really nice, or they make adjustments or they make comments, then it really helps me grow as a person and it helps me learn more. So entrepreneurship is the only basis for youths like us to actually do something ourselves without having to steal or do Yahoo, or like, I feel it's the only valid way of making money right now, aside of course school. It makes things way easier. Like, it makes the whole bead making thing worthwhile. Like, I have a reason for what I'm doing. I'm not just doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because I have people who actually appreciate what I'm doing.
Okay. Do you have a training aspect for young entrepreneur, like young person that wants to learn this beat making, or you're just after your money? Just looking for your money?
Okay, for now, I'm not doing any training for now because I feel I'm still learning. For you to be able to train young people, you need to have learned far enough, and I feel like I've not gotten to that point yet. I feel like I'm still learning. I'm still seeing new designs. I'm still trying to be like, how do I say it? Maybe really strong. My hand is not strong enough in the business yet to get. So and my business is less than a year, so I'm still learning. To teach young people, I need to have gotten really far. There will be a platform where AAKONU'S Accessories will teach young entrepreneurs, youths who want to learn and come into the bead making industry. But for now, we've not gotten to that point yet.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Thank you very much.
So, how do you cope with your academic, like balancing your lecture time with your entrepreneurship time?
Okay, first of all, we work based on orders. So there are some weeks where we don't have any order. So that week I go to school, everything is really chilled for me. And then there are weeks where I have like 2-3 orders to make. And then one bag can take me like a day plus to make. So I then have to think of going to the market, getting materials while still going to school because I cannot miss my classes. So I just find a way to balance it. First, all my classes end by 2 o'clock every day. So maybe that week I'm not going to do any extracurriculum activities in school. I'm not going to go to moot court. I'm not going to do any stuff after school I'm normally supposed to do. So I just go to my classes, and immediately after classes I go home and start my bag. Once it's like 8 p.m. 7, I stop so I can rest, read, do any assignments I have, and then sleep. I try my best, and I make sure my customers always know that it takes 5 to 7 working days for delivery. So you can't order it back today unless it's like something really urgent and the customer then has to pay extra, and if I have the time for that. But most times my products are delivered 5 to 7 working days after delivery, after an order, sorry.
Okay, what is an emergency? Because as you were talking about your class, you have emergency, and let's say someone wants to use it for his or her wedding. Yeah.
I won't say it's advisable.
Will you get the job, or you have to decline the job?
I won't say it's advisable to miss class, but there are circumstances where if it's a class where I can just get the notes from someone, and it's maybe an introductory class or an assistant lecturer, I'm not advising anyone to miss their classes. But then there are some others you get where it's really important for publicity for my business, and the pay is really good, and I know I can deliver, just that I have to miss maybe one class. I try not to make it like to do it as often as possible, you get. I try to limit that kind of thing. I do it only when I know that it's really important, I really need the money, or I'm getting really good publicity from that particular client.
Okay. Yes. So what is your advice to the young ones out there that are depending just on their certificate without skill in today Nigeria?
Nigeria is a terrible place for youth. Like, our parents have it tough. Like, things, I feel like if our parents knew that they should have like a backup plan and a backup plan to that backup plan, things will be way easier for us as children, as they are young ones, you get. So I feel like youth should always have an alternative your degree is never enough. There's no certainty of graduating from school and getting jobs. Even people that have connections now, they're not even sure of getting jobs. Even if they do get jobs, they're not sure of getting paid. They may owe you, even if you know that your pay is like 300k, you get. So I feel like everyone has what they're good at. Everyone was born with a gift, and you just have to realize what makes you happy, like what I don't know how to put it, but I feel like something that is difficult and still brings you joy, that's what you should be doing. Beat making is really stressful. My back aches. It is annoying. You make mistakes. In fact, there are sometimes Vanessa will start crying, or I'll start crying because it's really annoying when you get everything completely wrong and you have to start all over again, and then you have a schedule you're supposed to meet up with. But then I still like what I'm doing. Like, I like the whole satisfaction I get at the end of every bag or every accessory, how the customer smiles and take pictures with it. So like, I feel you should look for that thing that makes you happy, even if it is stressful, and then do it. Put effort. It's going to be really difficult. Your parents may not support you. Like me, my parents are like, focus on school. What you need to focus on your education. When you graduate, you get a job. Just read. Graduate with a 2-1 or a first class. But then, I don't think I want my life to be that. I want to do other things. I want to be here and there at the same time. So I feel like that's what you should do. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Life never goes the way we plan it. So like, they can take your certificate away, but then a talent is a talent. A trade is something that no one can ever take from you. So I feel like you should focus on that.
What of parents that want to bring their crown of placing on their kid's head? You did talk about your parents say you should focus on your degree only. Yes. There are a lot of parents like that in the society, and they want their children just to focus on the degree aspect. What advice do you have for such parents for their children?
Parents should let us make our mistakes. Let us do what we need to do to make. Oh yes, you need to guide us. You need to make sure we don't go the wrong way. But then sometimes you need to make mistakes to actually learn from it, because you can't always learn from other people's mistakes. And I feel parents limit our success sometimes. There are so many things I could have tried. There are so many things I was good at that if I had put more effort and if I had gotten my parents' support, I would be better right now. But then when my mom is like, don't do this right now, you should not do that, go and read your book, or you receive like 2-3 slaps for not reading your book at the right time, you get, it discourages us, and then we now want to do things their way. But when we grow up, or rather at this age, I realized that if I had started my business earlier, if I had been more stubborn the way I'm stubborn now, then I would have been more successful in my business. Now I'm carrying my products and my mom is like, it's my daughter that made this bag, or my daughter is doing this. She's not just a student, she makes accessories. If you see her products. But last year she was shouting, if I hear that you are doing all these things, you get. So I feel like parents should chill a little, like they should let us try. Then when we try and we fail, they should not bring us down. Instead, they should motivate us and push us forward.
Okay, thank you very much, Theresa, for being on the show. It was a pleasure having you on the show, and we hope seeing you in the show. And that Vanessa, that's your part that we will have out the show soon.
Of course.
So we hope having you on the show next time on BY channel. Hi viewers, I believe you did enjoy that section with Theresa Ogon on the Young Female Entrepreneur on beat making.